Yo, what is up guys? It's Hope Discovers. Today I have a little bit of a different video. Okay, I'm going to be telling you guys a story. I don't know, if you guys like it, please make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And I'm going to kind of get into this. It's kind of a weird story. I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And if you do, I probably have more stories that can come after this. But anyways, today, as you can probably tell by reading the title, I'm going to tell you about probably my least favorite teacher I've ever had. Now, I was really small, okay? I was going into the second grade. The freaking second grade. At the age of like 6. Wait, no, not 6. Are you 6? I guess, yeah, you're 6. And I was all hyped because I get a new teacher. You know, my last teacher wasn't that great. We kind of drove her insane. But that's a different story, if you want it. And I was going into the second grade, and I got this teacher who, I'm not going to give out his name, so for the purpose of the story, his name's going to be Cena. Okay, Mr. Cena. No correlation. No reason. Okay, but to get on with the story, name aside, I have kind of a side story that I'd like to kind of address because I think it's kind of funny. He gave us this freaking packet, and it was labeled by months, and it was like each night there was a new homework assignment to do, and I never remembered having that, so I just assumed we didn't have homework. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure they went over it in class. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I didn't do it for like 4 months. So that's like 120 homework assignments I just hadn't done. Reasonably, the teacher was pretty pissed. And he actually had a meeting with me and the freaking principal about this. And I'm like, oh shit, we had homework? And I'm like, he gave me the packet. He gave me a new one. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I remember going home, taking a stack of like scrap white plain paper and doing every single homework assignment in freaking crayon. I finished the entire year's homework in a day with freaking crayon, and he wouldn't accept it, so I had to redo it. But that doesn't make him bad. I mean, it wasn't freaking crayon. I don't know what the hell I was on. But okay, so I'm gonna get started with why this guy is so bad here in a sec. First, I just want to address the gameplay. If you guys like it, I did really good. I don't know how, but I went 32-6. Yeah, I went 32-6 this game. I was trying to remember. But anyways, there's many things I hate about this teacher. Okay, firstly, well, I guess you wouldn't say this is bad, but he was obsessed with the Beatles, like really obsessed with the Beatles. He'd make us sit down every day in a little freaking circle, crisscross applesauce, and sing along with the Beatles, which I guess some of us like that. I didn't. I remember hating it. But that's not bad, I guess. Another thing, he loved Spanish. Or maybe didn't love it, but I know he went out of his way to teach it to us. Again, we'd sit in the same little circle, crisscross applesauce, and just say Spanish numbers, like, until we reached, like, 60. And it was always so boring, and I remembered none of it. So, that was kind of stupid. Also, he taught us sign language, for some reason. He taught us sign language, and he thought, oh yeah, they'll keep this. No, I've talked to some of the other kids that had him, that I still talk to. They don't remember sign language at all. That was so pointless. Really pointless. Like, I don't understand why he did it. He just did it. I don't know. Another thing, this teacher hated boys. Like, I guess he might have not hated us, but you could tell that he preferred girls. Little girls. I'm not going to call him a pedophile, but he preferred the women in that second grade 6-year-old classroom. Call him a pedophile if you wish. But, and he had this little Skittle machine that you'd go to every day, and you put in a penny, and it was like a penny machine, and he was kind of creepy with it. and I remember, this is a story from my friend, but I remember he told me about how he went there, and he went there, he was from a different class, he went there to go drop something off, and he was really creepy about it. He said, hey, little boy, you want to go to the Skittle machine? And obviously, you know, my friend's like, nah, I'm good, and he's like, oh, come on, go to the Skittle machine, and it was just fucking weird. And, I mean, it was, overall, I mean, I didn't have too much creepiness about that, but honestly, probably my least favorite thing about this teacher, he hated left-handed people. Like, I remember my parents told me that he called, like, 10 times, telling them about how being left-handed was a disability, and we had to change it, or else there'd be serious consequences, like, I would, like, destroy my hand and never be able to use it or something. Which, yeah, that's probably what I hate the most about this guy. Another thing, this teacher yelled. Like, I mean, I guess some teachers do yell when they're mad, but this teacher yelled a lot. And yelling, I guess, isn't that bad, but he cussed. He cussed a lot. And I remember there was one day that he had me doing something with him, and and he handed out an assignment, right? And we're like, okay, cool, an assignment. And it was like a 5th grade standard or some shit that we could not get. Nobody in the class got it. There was one kid that got it right, and I didn't do it because I was sitting with him doing stuff. And I remember he yelled, and he's like, everyone, get in a line. And he lined us all up. We were about to go to, like, the gym and go do stuff in there. And we were all hyped because the gym was awesome. And I remember he's like, you, and he points to the kid who got it right. And he's like, go to the gym. And he's like, we'll be there in a second. And he walks out, and he starts screaming, like, full on, like, cussing, like, fuck all of you, you did this wrong, you guys fucking suck, your education is not worth my time, or some shit along those lines. And I remember it, and I raised my hand, little poor me raises my hand, I'm like, and he's like, what? And he like fucking yells it, he screams it, and I'm like, I was working with you, and he's like, go with the other kid. I'm like, damn, okay. And I left, and I was able to get out of there. I heard him all the way down the freaking hallway. And then the next year, a few years later, he taught 1st grade, little 5-year-olds. I bet that was so much better. But the gameplay has ended, and actually, that's all I got. So, that was just a little story about him. I don't know, he was a weird teacher, Mr. Cena. Cena was an odd person. And I know this has been long as hell. Most of my stories will definitely not be this long. But I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to rate this video. And if you guys want more stories, just tell me, dog. I got a few more. Well, I got a lot more if you guys want it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever.